Welcome to another episode of Treasure Corals. We've got a lot of things to cover today as I have just gotten back from Kitchener, Ontario Coral Show, where I was one of the vendors, both for my 3D printed stuff and also the corals that you see in one of my systems. Speaking of the systems, we're going to go over all three systems, and there's lots of changes there, and I'm going to talk about the future plans. And I'm also going to announce a brand new product, something that I've been working on for the past 3-4 months. And as a matter of fact, you can actually see it right behind me. So with that said, let's dive right in. Visiting a coral show is never easy. It takes forever to pack everything. Just to give you an idea, it's about 2-3 hours just to put everything in the car, then say an hour and a half to drive to the place, and then easily 2 to 3 hours just to put everything together so that the corals can open up and everything is laid out properly. So not an easy thing even for two people. Having said that, I had a blast. It was awesome to see everybody there, and I was able to show many of my products and sell quite a few things, especially when it comes to corals, as I need to be making lots of space. And we will talk about the corals in just a second, but first I want to show you the brand new product that I'm now announcing, and it's available both on treasurecorals.com website as well as my Etsy channel. And that is the visors for the blades. So many of you know that I design all of the products myself. So this brand new product took forever to design. I already have the visors for all of the radiant lights and so Ecotech radium, and also aqua illumination lighting, which includes prime and hydra. But the blades, which I was probably I think I was the first one in Ontario or in Canada to talk about and demo, have been on both of my aquariums now since the beginning, and I absolutely love the light. However, one thing that I do not like in any light is light spillage. So it took forever to actually come up with a proper design, but here we are. Now this is super discreet. You can see that the visor, it's just a snap-on. I support every single size of aqua illumination blade, and they ship in a pretty small box, which is going to save on shipping for you, and very easy to assemble. And then after that, you can just snap it in, and that's it. So notice I do have two lights up and running, and for some of us, this may be enough. Actually, as a matter of fact, if I'm going to come lower, you can see that I see the second light, but I don't see the first light. So I have options here of just putting one more of these visors on the second light if I wanted to. But right now, this has been awesome. So let's take a look at it from the side. So you can see it's just it's this beautiful visor that goes, and it supports all the different fixtures, so you can use it with this fixture over here by Ecotech, Aqua Illumination, but you can also use the ones, it's compatible with the ones that go on the side, and there is enough space here for pretty much any type of fixture that you may need to hold the light in place. So love the light. Check out treasurecorals.com or my Etsy, links below. And yeah, this is, I think it's the first one on the market. I'm not aware of anybody else making this, and I am very, very proud, excited, and will not run Blade without it. My Lagoon is looking really good, but my plans for the tank are changing already. So I love the Lagoon style, I love all the flowy, but I'm missing my acros. So very soon you will be starting to see some acropora in this tank. I haven't decided yet which pieces and how, but I want to get back to the mixed reef, as I do love my stony corals as well. The corals are looking exceptional. You can see that my fuzzy pineapple leather coral anephthia is looking incredible. I'm going to be fragging it fairly soon. I think it's ready. I'm also happy with my torch island. So now all of these torches are all, these fancy varieties. Right now I'm kind of running it in the under 10K light. That's why you don't see, those crazy gold colors, but I've shot many other videos on that, and just stay tuned for more updates on this. So lots of euphilia. I do love my this anemone island. However, I'm already starting to have some issues with anemones kind of growing behind. The goal here is to take some rockwork out and scrape off these anemones, because I don't want any anemones outside of that island, and some of it has just been due to my negligence. Also, you can see there's some stinging going on here, so these torches have stung this euphilia or frammer, and on the other side, for some reason my green goni wasn't doing the best, but I think it's now recovering. I think it's just not enough light for it. For some reason my green star polyp has also closed off here, so I need to figure out what is going on. But my beautiful red goni is really kicking it out of the park. Maybe one day I should actually frag it. And speaking of fragging, I am going to really rethink my fragging choices or frag choices, because I don't want to be carrying too much of the same stuff. I want maybe to up my game a little bit and just go with a few things that are more exclusive and complicated. Enough with the Lagoon. Let's actually take a look at the tank I'm probably the most proud of right now. And the tank I'm most proud of right now is this SPS dominant Reef tank. Take a look at all those corals. I'm finally starting to get the color that I wanted, and you can see that everything is just looking phenomenal. And by the way, this is a little red Ferrari. This is not red dragon. You can see those yellow polyps over here. And just overall, look at the middle of the tank torch garden as well. The torches are doing amazing. In addition to all the acros, the flow seems to be good enough for everybody. But that vibrancy of color, those splashes, the contrast of the red, and by the way, this is the red dragon right over there, and the yellow. This is my yellow or golden Anacropora. This is the I think hologram Monty. You name it, everybody's looking really, really good. Now, still some of the corals look better in my frag system, which is connected. So it's the same water volume, but you can see that the forest fire in the back there, for whatever reason, is just not opening up the same way as it is in the tank downstairs. However, it seems to be doing quite well otherwise. And look at the polyps on some of the other corals. This is the Marvin the Martian. I think I'm gonna frag it soon. Just look at those polyps here, and ooh, this is the orange passion right here, also with lots of polyps. So I'm getting tons of polyps, and the tank is just looking spectacular. So this is my SPS tank. It just goes to show you that sometimes you need to have lots of patience. I really like that contrast of the red against green, although this is kind of pervasive species right over here of this green Monty, nothing to necessarily write home about, but it adds to that beautiful color. So I think I'm gonna be playing a lot more with color, with the contrast, and just different species of coral. This is my SPS system, and now let's take a look at my frag farm, or what's left of it. And here's my farm. As you remember, I've been shutting down a lot of my tanks, and here they are. So both this tank over here, this tank over here are now empty, so there's nothing in there. I was able to let go of all the corals and just simplify things. Also, I used to run another tank right over here, and I am no longer doing this. So right now this is just the sump. But even the main system of the corals here, you can see I've done a lot of cleanup, and a lot of corals are now gone. I'm still fragging a little bit, and I'm just slowly letting things go. I also went from 5x5 plates to 4x4 plates on my modular rack, so there's more space between each coral, and I think that this is a better way to keep them away from each other. And I still need to do a lot of sorting. I still need to get rid of some of the corals. If I have too many of a particular species, I think I'm just going to take it to the local store, because probably want to just have a couple of each so that I can satisfy my collectoritis, and that would be it. Now, also, one thing that I've done in the past is I have split my farm into kind of two parts. This part is all about frags, and you can see there's some fancier frags over here, but also this side over here is a little bit less organized, a lot more colonies. So this is LA Lakers scroll, which is one of the favorite coral for a lot of folks out there. Red roses. I've got some nice colonies right over here, and even this is my orange passion. This is the main piece. Let's see if we can get it without any lighting right over here. Now, this light, like this one, looks phenomenal, and I wonder if we compare it to the one upstairs, if it's just the part different, or this is actually the radiance that are doing their magic. And that is the farm. So since I'm going to be downsizing, I think I'm going to be really creative at both the lighting and my flow choices for the farm, as this is also going to be a mixed farm. I don't think it's just I want it to be acropora dominated, nor I want just LPS. So both I will have high light and medium light sections. So I'm gonna have fun customizing it and playing around with all these different options. And stay tuned as I document my progress. Now, this is the forest fire I was talking about here, and you can see all the polyps are out and they are doing great. So same water, but for whatever reason the other ones close up, but these ones do not. One last kind of I guess thought I had on the forest fire is that I think it actually does like high light. So whenever I move things a little bit closer to the center, I find that they open up a little bit more. You can see one right over here, and yeah, maybe you can ask a few questions, and I'm thinking of doing Ask Me Anything session, as I was not able to answer a lot of questions on YouTube recently. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and go check out Treasure Corals. There's all these different things I post, and by the way, everything that I do is designed by myself. So this is the visors for my Radions, and I would never run a Radiant tank without it. Thanks for watching. See you next week.